Hello world. Today we're going to be going over Kudo Miner. It is what I believe may be the easiest and simplistic miner I've ever installed. Stay tuned. Alright, Kudo Miner. Why should you start? Perhaps you're a hobbyist like I am. Not a lot of GPU, a gaming computer, few computers laying here and there, just collecting dust. Well, now you can turn them on and collect some results. So let's go over what the advertisements of what Kudo Miner says. As you can see here, they claim to be the future of mining. The website has not been updated. Today is August 3rd. They have implemented mining fees. A new mining fee structure has been recently released. I'll go over that with you. Simple to sign up and download, log in there. I'll take you into my control panel, but you can see here that we have miner access. This is the control panel from the miner application on your PC. It's really easy to understand and get going. We could go over that. Why use Kudo Miner? I like it a lot better than NiceHash and Blockchain. We need competition. We need multiple pots. That way, as you know, 51% attacks do not happen. 51% attacks is very bad for our community. I like it because you could choose the cryptocurrency you earn. You could keep the you could either keep the cryptocurrency you earn, or you could have it automatically converting into XMR, Raven, Ethereum. I have mine being converted into Sats. I say Sats because I don't mind enough to really kick out the Bitcoin. Earning and statistics. You can see that inside both the web interface as well as each application interface. Earn while your system is idle. Here I am at work, and my gaming computer at home is earning. I have a few other computers that I have gathered while doing system administration, and I have those mining too. It's a great win situation. You can see here that their roadmap is pretty much completed. Even though the roadmap is completed, I've been part of this ecosystem for 3 weeks now, and I believe I've went from version 18 to now we're at like 21.4. I'll show you in an interface where you can see some of my miners in different phases. However, this is a super active development, and the devs are very, very active and responsive. Here you could go through a bunch of the frequently asked questions. If you want me to go over with all these questions with you, let me know in the comments down below, but as of now, I'm going to skip those. So let's get logged in. All right, so here you can you could sign up with simple one-touch options, signing in with Google, signed in with LinkedIn, signed in with a Microsoft account, or create your own. However, to do sign in, once you create your account, you just click over here to log in and do whatever solution you did first. All right, here we are inside the web interface. You can see the current balances and how my mining has went. This is when I first joined up, the bonus of 5,000 sats. If you join up, you get 5,000 sats immediately. If you use my link, my code, I believe you get 10,000 stats and I get 10,000 sats. So it's a win-win. Use my link below. One of my 2 complaints though is I've checked with Chrome, I've checked with Internet Explorer. You can see here I'm using Brave Explorer. The rewards are always what seems like a day behind. Maybe it's something like 18 hours. I think that's because of where the servers lie. All right, let's get into my devices. Here you can see all the devices that I have gathered and installed this on. These two items have actual graphics cards, and that is why they have these options lit up and let me know what is using how much wattage and whatnot. Let's open one up. Sleipnir is my gaming computer. It's moderate at best. Here you could see the revenue of how it's going, what it's mining, etc. Currently, the CPU is running Monero using Kryptonite, 461 hashes a second. It's 1700. We'll go over the hardware. And then my 1070 graphics card is mining Ravencoin at the moment using Z-Enemy for 9.2 mega hashes. You can see this is my historic, what I've mined, what I've not. The hardware of the PC, so it's a little worse than I thought, but you can see I'm using a GTX 970. I thought I had a 1070 in it, but whatever. Like I said, hobbyist. And here you can see the job history, what it's done, what's not, if there's errors. The errors you could always take to the devs in Telegram, and they will definitely help you out. I just have it rolling. Up here at top, you can see quite a bit of information about it. Status that it's running, projected revenue. I have one GPU. My max temperature is 68 degrees Celsius, using 151 watts. The last time that it's really checked in was 3 minutes ago. That I'm running Windows. Uptime, it's been running for a while. I don't know why it says less than a minute. And what version? I believe identity, this is the MAC address, and however Cudo keeps things. So there's 3 main installations for Cudo. You got your Windows installer, you got your Ubuntu or Linux Debian installer, and then they have their custom Ubuntu configuration. So let's go over a few of those. One of the advantages of the Windows installer is it will automatically update. You can see here that the Veneer series, a couple servers that I have running. Let's open it up. That this is a Ubuntu configuration, and same thing, how many projected sats it will run over 30 days, what sort of configuration it's running. It's running my default configuration. It's running off of Linux. Once again, it's checked in the last, its uptime is less than a minute. Once again, this has been running for 2 weeks, so I don't know what the uptime less than a minute is talking about. It's running CPU Monero at 279 hashes. The hardware is currently an Xeon E5630. The whole reason I got into crypto mining recently is Monero is updating to RandomX, where it will give a massive boost to CPU miners. And I have a lot of CPU access with old defunct computers. So that's the whole reason I got into this, and I decided I'd make a video for you guys. You can see here job history, stuff, reasons I've stopped it, updated it. I was testing out different configurations, trying to get the best configuration I could find. Turned out that Kudo's auto configuration indeed had the best. So that is what I'm running. We will go, so I've decided to use Ubuntu. I have a remote access to all of the Ubuntu. That way I could update it easily. You could SSH, you could do all sorts of different things, but we'll go over the Kudo installer now. So let's open one of these up, Kudos. They're all named Kudos 19143. Maybe that's the version number. I don't know how they came about that number, and it's not that easy to rename it. So that's why I would stay with Ubuntu or Windows. So with Ubuntu, you could have your SSH pre-installed, so you could remote in the background and update everything. I just would prefer Ubuntu over the Windows, and Kudos being my tier 3. Windows for, my gaming PCs, whatnot. But once again, you can see what this is. It's running CPU only. It's an old computer. Currently has a Core Intel Core i5 6500 in it. And there you go. You can see here the versions that I need to go into my veneers and update them, while Windows is automatically updated. Okay, so the first time I really started playing with it, this is in the 1900 series, not 1700 like I thought. Configurations are really nice, and you can see my gamer PC. My gamer PC, it automatically stopped. I have it starting up visible, so I can see what's going on. It launches at startup, earn when started, and pause when computer is in use. I've been really playing with that, and I think I'm going to select it. Reason it's unselected, I just want to show you, is it's just simple as that. And then the new configuration will be sent to that PC. I do have a user configuration for PCs that don't get used much, but they do get used. So I have it invisible so nobody could stop it. And then it will pause when a person's on it, and as soon as they're off, it starts mining again. I'm not a big fan of the schedule, because the pause seems really efficient, detecting, when people there, even on the side of cautious. So I'm keeping that up. Labels, I haven't really, figured out a reason to use labels yet, so take it as you want. These are my accounts, what I currently have. There is an option to keep whatever you mine, and I'm sure you would have many different accounts there, but I am just transferring everything in Bitcoin because I believe Bitcoin will be rising really quickly soon, and I want to ride that train with a little bit of money that I can. You can see transactions here. Just the daily income. Up here is where you would withdraw funds. Click withdraw funds. Click your priority. I really don't care to I need it now. Withdraw free. Fee. Once they get into the new, withdraw fee. Right now it says 1.5% withdraw. However, I'm going to go over the new scaled fee structure, because right now I think they take 10% of everything. As of 3 days ago, it just started, and they already put out what they want to do with the fee. However, back to the subject, once they implement the new fees, there is no withdrawal fees. Referrals. Here you can see I have one referral with I get 1% right now of what he mines. So I have received 15 sats from him. Just taking it out. Here is my referral code. I'll put that in the bottom of the description. Once again, use my referral code. Both of us will get richer. You will get the fees, even if you don't use my referral code. The fees that you would be given to me is instead being given to Kudo. Up here you could select this and see, hey, how much do I have in US dollar at this moment? And then you go highlight and you can see how much you've mined in that day with the US dollar. See, I'm mining about $1.50 per day. Or, how am I doing in Grin? Or, like I said, I'm a Monero fan. How am I doing in Monero? I almost have one full Monero from mining. You can see that my mining went down drastically. I had a friend that had a gaming PC with 2 2080 titaniums, and I wanted to see how I was doing on that, and it did well, but I had to give it back to him. So back to sats for me, and we will go to a actual interface. All right, so we have remoted into my gaming computer at home. You can see that I am currently mining as what it said in the web interface. Here's the application interface. What my monthly potential is, my current temperature, and how much wattage. You can see my CPU is running at 400 hashes per second for Monero, and then NVIDIA. This little exclamation mark says that the application wasn't ran as administrator, so overclocking is not enabled. So we're going to disable this while we talk. Actually, I'm going to leave it running because it won't take up that much. Early adopter says that, you know, we get $5,000 sign-up bonus. I get $10,000 for any referral. I get free advanced settings and GPU overclocking, and that they promise that they will be highly attentive, which on Telegram they are. Email is about a 24-hour turnaround. Telegram is immediate. Here you can see the stats of my computer. Let's go down to what? Hourly. So there you go. Current stats of my computer, how much I should be mining. We could even break it down to the minutes. You get about 3 to 9, mostly 3 to 6 Satoshis per minute. Here's my referrals. Once again, my referral code. Both get 10,000 Satoshi bonus. So get those 5,000 Satoshis in and you get another 5,000 bonus. History. You can see the job history just like you can see through the web interface. Settings. You can customize your settings here. Settings hasn't came down to this computer yet, because that should be clicked right now. And then devices, I have everything linked in, and you can come in and look at that. It automatically launches. And then transactions, here you can see it's an easy link to see what's going on and coming down. Support, click easy, you know, easy in application support request, as well as link to their Telegram and Discord. I use both. Alright, so I just started this computer, and most of the time Kudo Miner will start up in your face, if that is how it's set up in those checkboxes under the configuration. However, I have this on invisible, so you can't see it. There's two places that they can see it though. If you go to a task manager, you can see here a Kudo Miner, and it's not currently running anything. The other place you can see it is down here in the start bar. It says paused, but if you right click it, it does say Kudo Miner. So there's a few hints and obvious. That way, you know, if someone, God forbid, wraps this up in a virus and deploys it, the user can still see. So I'm all for that. I'd probably prefer this just to say Kudo. That way some people don't get as suspicious, but whatever it is as it is. Anyway, this is what it's going to be. If you mine up to 0.005 Bitcoin, you get this. If you mine up to 0.01 Bitcoin, you get this. So I'm in the middle. I expect to be at a 5% fee structure. You can see down here it says fees are for users being paid out in other coins than Bitcoin will be calculated against Bitcoin exchange rate for the day of the mining. And they are completely removing the 1.5 withdrawal fee. At least this is the current roadmap. So a few little things that they want to remind me before I left their website, so I'll remind you. Just takes a few seconds to register and get started. You have one computer, you have 10 computers, you have 100 computers. It's a really good system, and I'm a big fan of it, even thinking about getting more into mining. You can manage your mining from anywhere on your phone, through a web browser, etc., etc. Built-in GPU overclocking. You don't have to worry about the complexity of overclocking, which is great. You have options to get paid in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, or Ravencoin, and if someone uses your referral, you get 10,000 Satoshis. So, once again, look at the bottom of my description here. Thank you for coming. Use my referral link. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Next video I do on Kudo Miner, I plan to go over installation in Windows and Ubuntu and using their specific OS. Have a great day.